Let's take a look at the Mobiuz EX3415R 34-inch curved ultra-wide IPS gaming monitor featuring HDRi and true sound audio by Trevolo. 98% DCI P3 IPS panel with HDRi. We'll compare different built-in HDRi settings within iRacing. We'll explore the many on-screen options, and of course, we're going to experience that 2.1 surround sound. This thing belts out. An impressive audio experience from a gaming monitor. That's right, it's the Mobiuz EX3415R. It's got 144 Hz refresh rate, 3440 by 1440 resolution, with HDRi, 1 millisecond response time, and it does have FreeSync Premium. So let's get into it. So what comes in the box, you may ask? This massive 34-inch curved monitor, of course, plus a beefy stand that allows easy movement. Seriously, with one finger you can lift it up, down, twist it, turn it, get it exactly where you need it. Also in the box, you'll get a power cord, power adapter, HDMI cable, DisplayPort cable, USB cable, an I/O cover, a super useful remote control. I call it a clicker. Here's all the inputs on the back, and it does come with a nice I/O cover. Once you get everything hooked up, you just put a nice little piece of plastic on there. It covers it up nice and sleek like. It is a very good looking monitor, I'd have to say. It's very sleek, nice lines, good color, like that gunmetal. It's pretty slick. While the stand does offer versatility on an office desk, for those of us that are going to be mounting it directly to our racing rig, it has a universal VESA mount. Don't mind the mess, but this is what it looks like hooked up to my racing rig. You can see that extra wide curved monitor. It's going to be offering some really nice wide angle viewing. You can see the curve there, really encapsulating yourself into the gaming experience. What we're looking at right now are the 4 out of the box kind of default HDRi settings that you have, and you can easily swap between all of these using the provided remote control, or you do have little joystick on the bottom right hand side of the monitor. Top left, you're going to see this is just display HDR. It's dynamic. It can change depending on what's going on in the screen. It's always adjusting. I found that to be a pretty good option. Top right, you got Cinema HDRi. Now this made the blacks extremely black. Really great contrast on this. Not particularly good for what I was trying to do here for racing, but it did really increase the immersion for sure during my test here. Bottom left is just regular HDR off, and bottom right is the game HDRi. I found that to be one of the better options. Remember, these are just right out of the box. You can go in and adjust all of this the way you want. But I thought I'd show all these together here just so you can kind of get an idea of the difference of the options. And now you can get real scientific with this thing. You can go in there and you can change a multitude of different options. But these are just right out of the box. It probably doesn't translate that well from a camera. Now this is the specific racing game option that I've selected here. And once again, you can go in here and even tweak this out a little bit. These are just kind of their presets. But this one was definitely one of the better ones as well, the better options to use. Got really vibrant colors. Not too black of blacks to kind of lose stuff, but I could see everything. The track was easy to see, and it really made for a great racing experience. And I can't believe I'm going to be talking about what sound comes out of a gaming monitor, but here we go. The built-in 2.1 channel speakers powered by Trevolo delivers a powerful and immersive audio performance. And I tell you what, I got it right now on the racing game mode. There's 4 different modes just for the sound coming out of this monitor. And let's just take a little bit of listen here. Considering this is a gaming monitor and you wouldn't expect any sound to come out, you wouldn't expect this thing to have any built-in speakers whatsoever, this is not just a throwaway feature. This is legitimately, if you didn't have headphones, if you didn't have external speakers, you can definitely get by with just the built-in speakers. They are that good. Now, obviously, it's not going to be as good as like some $500 headphones that you got plugged into your computer with a sound card and everything, but I'm telling you, for a gaming monitor, this is definitely passable and definitely will keep you in the immersion when you're racing. Now, I definitely like the racing game audio option. Let's take a listen at the other ones that they have, the presets. I hope you agree with me that the racing game one for iRacing was the best, but I could see how the other ones could be useful for different applications, different games. So you just have to kind of mess around with that. But man, that's and once again, I'm just using a Canon camera with the built-in microphone. It's it's kind of behind my shoulder, so you're not going to get perfect audio quality. Now, the volume, if you saw, was maxed out. It says 50 on the screen, which is 100% of volume coming out of there. And so it's not, while it's not going to be extremely loud, for a gaming monitor, the audio is absolutely amazing. I was actually really impressed by it. The WQHD 34-inch 21:9 IPS 1900R curved monitor from Mobiuz brings you wide and clear images, and that is true. You can see the extra wide. Oh, look at all that real estate. Especially for racing games, you're going to have that extra field of view. BenQ is also included eye care technology for your viewing comfort, including low blue light technology. New quick on-screen display and remote control for simple and handy adjustment. So many options. You can tweak this out to your heart's content. You could have a real field day setting this up exactly the way you want it, all with a easy to use little clicker. You got your game modes, you got your different sound modes, your audio modes, just right from the clicker. Keep it next to you. Adjust the volume, go into the menu, take a look at all the different stuff that it has. You got different color modes, all the different adjustments that you can make. Really user friendly, easy to use. There's that multiple input we talked about. There's the eye care. Really, really robust features on this. Got all your audio, your system stuff, take a look at all your different options, display, RGB PC range, all your info, get your resolution. So just really, like I said, really user friendly, lots of options. You can really go in here and set it up exactly the way you want. And there's the handy dandy clicker. Don't lose it. It's pretty handy though, I'd have to say. Very nice. Overall, guys, what can I say? I mean, this is an amazing ultra wide monitor. It's got a high refresh rate. You can see that there's almost zero input lag. Really crisp, really smooth, a bunch of different options that I think that a lot of other gaming monitors just don't offer. You can tweak this thing perfectly to your liking, your experience. You're not dealing with bezels. If you go triples, you're gonna have bezels, right? You gotta try to figure out the angles. You gotta figure this out, figure that out. It's a much more of a hog on your resources, pushing all those pixels with 3 triple monitors. You got all those power cords plugged in, all the cable management. Don't comment down below on my cable management. I know it's on screen right now. Give me a break here. I'm testing some stuff out. But seriously, I really do think this is a monitor that you should consider if you're putting together a gaming rig. If you get, maybe you just want more real estate. This thing is a great multitask monitor. Maybe you're just doing some workflow stuff. Maybe you're not always going to be using it just for gaming or racing. Maybe you got some spreadsheets up or something. Maybe you're getting ready for a big PowerPoint presentation. And also another cool thing about this monitor is you can plug multiple sources into it and have a picture-in-picture or a side-by-side angle. So let's say you plugged in a computer and like maybe you had an Xbox. You can have them both on screen at once, and you can choose how it's separated instead of pressing input to go back and forth from each other. Now you can have both inputs on screen at once. So you can play an Xbox game while you're watching something on your computer or whatever. It's complete multitasking euphoria at that point. So that was really cool. That feature is really cool in my opinion. But yeah, what can I say? I mean, this is like the best of both worlds. It gives you that wide angle, like triples. You know, obviously not as many pixels as a triple setup, but you know, it's a give and take kind of thing. You're gonna be able to get more performance out of it, especially with a game like iRacing. I noticed because I did have a triple 24-inch down to the single monitor at 1440p. I'm able to push the graphics up a little bit to kind of give me that better experience. And you know, with the look left, look right button in iRacing, you're not missing too much. You know, depending on your FOV, you can move the camera back a little bit. You can kind of get that perfect viewing angle. And it does have that curve in it, so it kind of wraps around you just a little bit to kind of make it feel like you're a little bit more immersed into the cockpit there. But I'd like to hear what you guys think. You know, comment down below. What do you think's best? Do you want just a single monitor? Do you want triples? Do you want to have to deal with all the extra cables? In my experience, it's definitely a give and take. I kind of like the simplicity of a single ultra wide, and with the specs on this thing, you almost can't go wrong. I mean, there's so much tweaking you can do. That intelligent HDR is actually pretty cool, and I've never seen that in a gaming monitor. Really, really impressive. All the options, the tweaking, and the audio that comes out of this thing. Like I said, I was very impressed by the audio this thing pumped out in a gaming monitor. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget the links to be able to go check this thing out for yourself will be down in the description. check it out. And hey, all I'm asking is that you consider it. If you're in the market for a gaming monitor or racing monitor, just consider this and take a good hard look at it and weigh the options. It might be right for you. All right, guys, there you have it. That was the overview of the EX3415R gaming monitor by BenQ. And come over to the Twitch channel when you can. And I'm going to be using this thing. I got it hooked up. I'm going to be using it. I'm really enjoying it. I don't want to go back to my triples right now. I really want to get the full experience with this ultra wide. So if you guys want, you can come on over and you can ask me about it. Give me your thoughts about it, and I'll give you my thoughts about it. All the links down in the description. Take a look. And I really think if you're in the market for a gaming monitor, a racing monitor, you need something to hook up to your rig or just put it on your office desk, then definitely consider the Mobiuz EX3415R.